kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. To the ground with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Working that left side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Lining up trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure
he's loose at the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. 6. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. At the 40, there he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Memphis. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Davis. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Ray. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first two quarters under the microscope. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the... is for the start of this third quarter.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hosley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Rossi. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. The give to Davis. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
That's good for Fighting Texas.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Rossi. Fires to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Norman. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Now on 1st down from the 30. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has.
He's trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Out of bounds at at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to put push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught behind the line. It's Hosley. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Rossi. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got a man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out fast. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to go up top.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back to throw, it's Rossi. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Catch in the middle. It's Norman. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play.
Beck's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want...
Touchdown, Aggie! And the stomping has commenced. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. From the gun, give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.